Hi, welcome to the channel. Today I wanted to talk about color indicating silica desiccants. What is color indicating desiccant? Well, it's kind of like all those little packets of crunchy stuff that you get with your shoes, 3D printer filaments, medicine, food, and electronics. But it has a color additive that shows if the desiccant is still being effective at absorbing moisture. And now that I say it, that's the key to what all this is about, controlling the moisture in a package or a container. I thought it might be interesting to take a small sample of desiccant to supersaturate it by pouring water on it, turning it pink, putting it side by side to some new desiccant, seeing the color differences. This is a bottle of silica I will be using for this video. It was purchased from Amazon and was surprisingly inexpensive. I'll have a link in the description below you can check out if you'd like to pick some up for yourself. As you see here, I have two samples of dry silica desiccant shown by its cobalt blue appearance. The one on the left will be my control, and the one on the right will be my test. Once I add water, it'll take just a few seconds to start to see a reaction, starting on the outside of the bead, then moving inwards as the liquid absorbs through the layers of silica. Before I add the water, I wanted to point out that I have a small sample that I've already exposed showing the pink color. This has been in the water for about an hour now and has lost all of its blue. As I include the scene audio, you will hear crackling coming from the silica. This is being caused by the rapid absorption of the water, causing the silica to actually crack. This won't happen during normal use, but for this extreme exposure is an interesting side effect. As we watch this process, I'd like to stop and ask if you could take a moment to like this video. Like everyone says, a little like goes a long way. As the silica continues to absorb the water, I want to also point out the clear outer layer, almost looking like a tadpole or fish eggs. After several minutes have passed, you can see the test group has absorbed as much water as it can for this test. Next, I'll combine both the saturated containers so I can show the process of drying everything out. Now that I've combined both containers, I need to pour out as much water as possible carefully over the sink as to not lose any silica. Now we get to the good part, drying everything out. You will need to find any container that will be safe when exposed to heat. In this case, we'll be using my Bamboo Lab heat bed on my Carbon X1 with a tin pan large enough to hold all of the material. If you can, try to spread your silica out to a single layer so everything gets as close to the heat surface as possible. The Bamboo Lab printers have a great feature that is used to dry rolls of filament that will work perfect for this. We will use the default heat setting for ABS that will heat to about 90 C or 194. This being my third time drying out silica desiccant, I have found baking it at this temperature for about 3 hours gives me the best results. Others have also used kitchen ovens or microwaves to perform this task with similar results, each with their own guidelines. Now that the printer is hot and ready, let's place the tin pan on the bed. This will be a long process, and I'll take a few photos during the drying to show its progress. After 3 hours, I've poured the content back into the containers to show differences. As you can see, the recharged silica has gained much of its color back and is showing off much of its dark blue. I have found that it never does get back as deep blue as it once did when brand new, but it does seem to get back to at least 90% of its efficacy. In my use of this product, when the silica desiccant is new from the container, it could keep your humidity down as low as 11%. And I'll often wait till it reaches 25% before I recharge it. After this last batch was dried, the AMS was showing 14%, which is still very good in my opinion. If you've made it this far, please take a moment to like and subscribe to the channel for more engineering and technical solution-focused videos to come. This small action means a lot to me and would help grow the channel. Until next time.